know what, man? Here come all the YouTube GMs, right? Including me, because we definitely gonna think that we know exactly what this team needs to do going into the offseason so that we can get over that hill, man. You know, everybody and their mama believes that, hey, we need to do this, we need to do that, that'll get us to the Super Bowl. And the thing, man, is this, right? Only one team can win it all at the end of the season, right? So there's going to be 31 teams that are going to feel just like the Minnesota Vikings. That's just the facts. There's going to be 31 teams that feel just like us, okay? This is the thing, though. We do have to turn a leaf. Okay, it's we can state some of the obvious, and that's what we're gonna do in this video. And y'all can comment down and let me know how y'all feel about some of these takes. But we definitely have to state some of the obvious, right? Like I said last night, I was kind of emotional, man, just after watching that game and seeing how it ended, man. You know, being 11-0 in 1 point and 1 possession games, I felt like we had them exactly where we wanted them. So I really felt on that last drive that we were going to go down there and tie that game up and get them right where we wanted them, and at least put us in an overtime situation. But you know what? Those guys played their heart out. The defense just couldn't keep up. Daniel Jones played a hell of a game, probably his best game of his career, just happened to be against us. And that's nothing new because we made a lot of quarterbacks this season look really good. Like we allow them to play their best game. I mean, Mac Jones had his best game, Mike White. I mean, the list goes on, okay? Every quarterback we played. So we know one of the obvious that I stated last night was Ed Donatell. You have to go, man. Ed Donatell, that's the absolute first thing that has to go. I shouldn't even have to say this. It should already be over with, but you know, I'm guessing they're gonna wait a little while before so they can just at least evaluate the season. But I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be tough. It's tough to make decisions when you actually won 13 games. Now, people will say, well, we won 13 games, but we won them by 1 possession, and we had to have all these fourth quarter comebacks. Kirk Cousins had to have all these fourth quarter comebacks to win 13 games. And I agree with that, right? Because the thing is, next season, I can guarantee you that if we get to those 1 possession game, we're not going to go 11-1 in those games. All right, we're not going. That just doesn't happen, man. It's an outlier season. You have to eventually be able to control what's going on out there on the field. And a lot of it, I'm not going to say it was luck, but we had a lot of things go our way, you know, that usually don't go teams' way when they're in those positions. And we can thank the Most High for that because we had a good season, man. It was good. It was a fun time to be a Vikings fan this year, bro. I mean, you got to look at the silver lining. Like, we could have been Texans fans. We could have been Jets fans. We could have been all these other teams that talking about making the Super Bowl, they don't even make the playoffs. You know, see what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the end of the day, we have to be thankful for our franchise because our franchise is one of those franchises that always is in the conversation to at least go to the playoffs, okay? Even on our down years, for the most part, we're always in the 7, 8, 9 game wins, all right? So we have to be thankful for that. But I'm going to tell you what, it's time to cut some ties with some of these older guys. And I'm going to go down this list, all right? Dalvin Cook being number 1. I stuck my neck out there for Dalvin recently because, you know, I had people arguing that Dalvin Cook is washed. And I said, look, he's number 6 in the league in rushing, bro. Like, at his job, rushing the football, he's number 6 out of 32 starting running backs. But you know what? He's getting older, and it's just like he's just not, for some reason, I don't feel like he's giving it his all, bro. Like, I just don't. You know what I mean? I just feel like he's not giving it his all, and maybe we do need to move on to a younger running back. Now, would I be mad if Dalvin came back next year? I wouldn't be, you know, especially if he takes a restructure of the contract because his contract is an issue. But if he restructures and he can make it, you know, team friendly and all that good stuff, I will be okay with keeping Dalvin Cook, man, because Dalvin Cook still is a playmaker at the end of the day. But one person I'm not going to be okay with is Eric Kendricks because I actually love Eric Kendricks. Just love his personality, love the hair, all that good stuff, man. He just has it all, you know what I mean? Was good in playing the pass and all that good stuff. But I think this scheme, especially if we're going to run the same defensive scheme, man, at 3-4, it's not going to work, okay? Like, Eric Kendricks is getting older, man. He just doesn't have the speed to go sideline to sideline, all right? Asamoah, we have damn near one piece on that defense that really seems like it may be able to fit that scheme. All right, and you can keep Harrison Phillips and Dalvin Tomlinson. Those guys kind of can be little centerpieces in there. Maybe Danielle Hunter, you feel me? But Zadarius Smith, I say we need to move on from that. We had a time this year. It is what it is. He's not getting any younger. I think he's losing a step. This is the thing. There's too many young guys coming out of college that are impacting the game right now. Okay, we see it all over the NFL. There's too many guys that being a rookie isn't being a rookie like it was 10 years ago. Being a rookie now, you can come in and straight dominate as a rookie and damn near be an all-pro player. I mean, look at the lamp, Micah Parsons, Quay Walker, all these guys that came in and even on the second year just took it all the way to another level. So, I mean, there's the landscape is changing. The competition with these college players coming into the NFL, man, it's getting a lot better and better and better. And that's even including the quarterback. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into the quarterback now. I'm sure most Vikings pages and all this stuff, and even us on Skol Live, we're going to be arguing about Kirk Cousins and what we should do and this, that, and the third. I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to say this. I would be okay with taking a chance on something, right? Because I'm looking at the landscape, and it's obvious now that you don't need a super elite quarterback. First of all, Kirk's not that. So I don't think you're losing too much if you do take a chance, because it's obvious to see that if you build the right scheme and you have the right coaching, you can take a guy in the playoffs and make a run. All right, you can make a run. And another thing is you need a guy that can improvise, man. One thing that Kirk Cousins cannot do is improvise. Now, he might once in a blue moon run on a third down and pick up, 5 yards and dive for a first down, but it just doesn't seem like it's natural for him. So we need somebody who can, in pressure moments, can overcome the default of the line sometimes breaking down, because it's not going to be perfect all the time, man. It's just not. The people are going to miss blocks, and you're going to have to be the quarterback to at least give us a fighting chance. Now, is that trying to take away from the season he had? Absolutely not, man. Kirk had a great season. I was repping for him all season. And guess what? If we run with Kirk next year, I'm not going to be mad at that either. You feel me? I'm really not. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm ready to just get these years through. Let them keep on. We keep on trying with them. And if the coaches and Kwesi and them see something there, let's have faith in him, man. A lot of people, a lot of Vikings fans absolutely love Kirk Cousins and think that he can get us there. And, hey, look, if we get a decent defense, I think it's possible that he can get us there too, especially if he plays a season like he played. But I ask myself, how many more years does he have of playing that type of football? Because I can tell you right now, next year is definitely going to be different than this year. So we'll have to just see what happens, man, and let the chips fall as they may. But, Eric Kendricks, I even say Patrick Peterson. I wouldn't be mad if Patrick Peterson came back, but I'm ready to just move on and get some youth out there, man. Like, I think it's time, because what I don't want to happen is the Bears are in a rebuild mode where they're about to have a bunch of young talent coming in, and I don't want to get left in the dust where we're 2 years behind them, and then there's 2025, 2026 where we're the last team in the division and getting left because we have a bunch of senior citizens out there, trying to run around while they're holding their hamstring, trying to play linebacker and stuff and cornerback. You know what I'm saying? We need to get some guys out there and start molding them into the team that we want. Let Kevin O'Connell, let Kwesi go out there and pick some guys, and let's go ahead and do it, man. I'd rather experiment this upcoming year on the defense at least. Our offense is pretty much set. Adam Thielen probably going to go, unless he takes a team-friendly deal. We'll see what happens there. But you know what I'm saying? Like, just the leaf has to be turned, man. The leaf has to be turned. And I tell you what, nobody should be safe except for some of the young bright spots that we've seen on this team. Anybody who's 30-something and above on that defense should be being looked at and saying, hey, we might need to make some changes. And Vikings fans, we need to be okay with that, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer, who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gon' do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.